What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new Pokemon Go news alert. Today we're going to be talking about why I think there's going to be some pretty big news coming out in just a few days. Let's get right into it. So first off, I do want to say that I explained a few of these topics in my last video in a little bit more depth, so if you're interested in learning a little bit more about why I think what I do right now, go ahead and check out my last video. So I'm almost positive right now that Niantic is about wrapped up on what they're going to be doing for the beta, and I have a couple reasons why. So first off, they've been adding in a lot of different features over the course of the last few months, and a lot of people have just reported on problems they're having and different glitches and bugs and everything, and they've been fixing them. They've been fixing them very quickly, much quicker than any other beta I've seen before. I'm pretty sure the only features that they're actually missing right now that they plan to have at launch are the trading system, and there are also quite a few items that haven't shown themselves just yet, so I'm not sure if they're actually in the game or if they're actually reserved for later levels and people just haven't gotten to them yet. Another thing is the camera system, but I have no idea what that is right now. Nobody I've talked to has any idea what that is or what cameras have to do with anything in the game. So I guess we'll see exactly what that means in a later date, but basically those are the few features that I don't know the whole status of and I pretty much assume are going to be in the final release. Now, given that, I can say that there are a few things they could be testing right now that will require a lot of people. So obviously the main feature we're going to see in the beta testing with a lot of people is going to be trading, and I know that I've talked about that before, but basically trading is going to need a lot of people to iron out every single bug. It literally needs to be seamless and flawless and work perfectly for everyone. Because if you're losing Pokemon when you're trading, if it's crashing when you're trading, if anything's happening while you're trading, you're going to have some problems. You're going to have a lot of people that are disappointed with the app, and people are just going to quit because they're going to lose their Pokemon, or it's going to crash, or whatever. Stuff is going to happen, and problems are going to arise, and if it's not perfect, people are just going to straight up quit the game. And I know if you're watching this right now, you probably think that's ridiculous and that you just report the bug and go on, but you're not the people that I'm talking about when I say that. There's a lot of people that pick up an app and if it crashes, if it doesn't work right, they just delete it and move on. Now, another thing that's going to require a lot of people is just testing the server stability. And I know a lot of you guys think that they can just port the data over from ingress and proportions and fix everything up that way, but I don't think that's going to be the case. I think there's going to be more server to client interactions with Pokemon Go than there are with ingress, and that's going to mean that there's more stress on servers, and that's going to be coupled with the fact that there's going to be a lot more people playing Pokemon Go than play Ingress, so I'm not so sure it's going to be that easy. Now, given all of that, I haven't really come up with anything else that they could really add in other than player versus player combat, but we haven't really seen anything about that. That would require more beta testing, and they obviously, again, could just go the easy way out here and just make it so it opens up gradually to people around the world, but I don't think they'll do that. I think they're moving on with the beta test a lot more quickly than we thought they would, and a lot more quickly than they did with Ingress, so it's probably going to jump right into an open beta or stress test type of situation. And guys, that means that I do think that they're going to have either A, stress test, B, an open beta, or C, announce a final release date for Pokemon Go in the very near future, possibly on May 5th. Now guys, I just want to make it totally clear that I'm not trying to blow up any expectations here, I'm not trying to blow any things out of proportion, and I'm not trying to do any clickbait or anything here by saying that there's probably going to be a big announcement. I genuinely think that they've moved so quickly with this beta and fixed things so quickly and just added features so quickly that they'll probably release it to the public very soon. So based off of what I've seen, based off the videos I've seen, based off of all the leaks we've seen, and based off of every single update that they've released for the app and how quickly it's come out, I genuinely think that we're going to be getting the main app very soon. Now, we might not get a definitive release date, but we might get a more general release date or a time like a month, for example, or just a stress test of some sort. But I don't think they're going to be going the way they have been. I don't think it's going to be just some closed off area that not a lot of people are going to have access to it in. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a stress test, an open beta, or something like that coupled with a release date. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Hope to see you back here for the next Pokemon Go news alert. Till next time, peace.